welcome everyone to the new. Hold on a minute. Hello and welcome everyone to this new reserve, Whiterime Ridge. Look at this beautiful landscape. This is my very first hunt here in the new reserve. You can see the fancy thick clothes protecting against the cold. And of course we can speak with the face protection. But I'm going to be brave and use my cap that I have all the time and hope I will not freeze to death. So we will start here in the south, at the Southern Lodge. Like I said, this is the very first time I come here. This is a huge map. There is some major mountains here in the middle, which reduce the size a little bit, but still it's a huge place here. And I want to start here in the south. And according to the information on the launcher on the map, it says down here we find bison, moose, and the new Sitka deer. Well, actually there's 4 new species. I will not talk very long. I will just go ahead and we can talk as we hunt. I want to show you the inventory quickly. This is the new 45-70 rifle that I bought, of course, for the bisons. I want to be brave and use the recurve on bisons and the Sitka deer. I bring the shotgun if we find any hares, snowshoe hares or Arctic foxes. Only 2 collars required here, but a lot of different weapons because the animals that they made for this new reserve are quite different in size. So let's go see what we find. First of all, I have to say this is a really stunning place. Looking at these trees, looking at the vegetation that they have built. And also they have improved the lighting of the game overall. Every reserve is a lot better. I've hunted in another few places already and it looks so much better. So much brighter everything as well. So let's load the weapon. It's a lever action, takes 5 bullets at a time in the magazine. And I'm looking forward or hearing forward to hear how it sounds when we fire it the first time. Ooh, I forgot the moose collar. I was only thinking about the new species, and the Sitka deer can be lured with the grunt call, and of course the fox with the jag rabbit. But I want to bring the moose call, so let's go back and see. Maybe we can get rid of the recurve arrows. I don't think I'll need that many, so we'll move the fox collar here. There it is, and we're fully packed. Of course, using the recurve bow is a little bit brave against the large bison, or I should say the heavy bison. I don't know the maximum weight or anything yet, but it's way more than moose. Moose is 620 kilogram. Used to be the heaviest animal in the game, and I think I remember from the live stream that I've seen 800 kilograms or something for the bison. The animal doesn't seem to be very scary, so maybe when we use the recurve we can get a few, and maybe after the first shot I will give it up anyway because they're too tough. We'll see, but the Sitka deer I'm pretty confident we should be able to get with the recurve bow. And then the shotgun, but I believe hares and rabbits are hares and foxes are more in the north. We'll see. But now let's enjoy the landscape a little bit. They made the trees covered with snow. This is new too. Looks really nice. And of course the sounds. The sounds here walking on snow is so much better. They actually applied this sound also to Hemmeldal. I've been there after this latest update, and the very same sound as you hear right now, the walking sound, is also applied in Hemmeldal when you walk on snow. Very good stuff. And you might have heard it when you run. The sound is also different. The breathing, when you aim with the gun, there is breathing there. This breathing wasn't there before, only when you would hold your breath, and that sound has also changed. So they put in time to improve the sounds From what I know, they don't have a sound engineer. They usually have to borrow that person from Avalanche, the mother company of Expansive Worlds. So apparently this guy spent a few days at EW again and made some really good sounds. The wind is howling here. It really feels like it's cold. There's this new feature which they simply call cold weather. That's how they called it in the news update. And you cannot hunt here with the regular clothes. You have to buy or actually get for free the warm clothes. You get for free the warm clothes with no camouflage, or this one that I'm wearing with the protection in the snow areas. Although I'm not sure if this is for forest only. I haven't checked, but it gives us some protection. Actually, let's use this app. You can see I'm covered here. I'm nicely protected near the trees. I'm moving away. So it seems I am always protected, even in the open. By the way, people have asked me, how do you do this? You just press the G key, and then you have these games, or you have the camo app, and with the G key you can remove it again. So we're fully covered, protected. So maybe we can go close to the Bison, although they attack, so I brought some first aid kit as well. What I didn't bring, because my inventory is so full now, is a tent to place somewhere, but hopefully we'll see some game soon. I read in the forum that the tracks is a bit of a challenge here with the white surface to find a good tracking color. I am still on my light blue, so we'll see how that works. You can also mount tree stands, although not very high, on some of these trees. And we have a first call from a moose cow. It's really nicely done. Oh yes, that's the other feature here. When you walk, you can see these tracks. The animals make the same. They disappear rather quickly. That's because the game has to calculate those as well. So if they kept those forever for all the animals and the player, that would be additional calculation power that your computer needs. So that's why they disappear rather quickly, but it's a nice feature. Ah, there she comes. There we can see the head sticking out. What I wonder, of course, is in Hemeldal, many times, most of the times, the moose travel in groups, in red feathers sometimes, and here I don't know. So calling a moose cow, of course, I want to know whether there's gonna be a moose bull. Did you hear that sound? That's also new. When you stop and then crouch. So she seems to be alone. And if this is the case, I would like to use my new fancy rifle. Takes a few scopes. I took the zoomable one. What a sound. Very nice. It's a very strong weapon. It's only allowed for the largest animals. The largest 8. So this moose is gone. And we have the confirmation of the first shot with this weapon, the first harvest. Gives us 1 achievement point. They also increased the achievements. You can now get to up to 1,000 animals. Get an achievement for those. And also 1,000 kills with a weapon. Which I'm far away from right now with this one, but anyway, maybe in a few years. So this moose came alone and I didn't check the tracks. The tracking color, but the dome on the dead animals seemed okay. I could see it nicely. Oh wow, the wind is getting stronger here. Sounds like some crows. Let's see where we are on the map. So we walked a while and this is how far we have come. It's a huge area, so really hope there is plenty of animals. What I wouldn't like to see is when you have to walk very long between each harvest. Let's see if a moose responds, if there's a moose around. Oh, there's a bison. It's trotting into my direction. That's my first bison sighting. No idea how big it is. It's a female. It could be trotting because it's catching up with the herd, or it could be trotting because it heard my shot. Oh, there's another animal. Another moose cow. Very nice. Look at these trees and everything. They've done a really great job here. The bison is trotting. Let's go after it and see if there's any others. There's no collar for the bison. So it's a bit of catching up. This looks like a track. And I can see the dome. Not the dome, the arc. I can see it nicely from here. So my tracking color seems to work here as well. I think I can hear it. The bison, I mean. And there it is, the first track. And now something's running. Something was just running away. Hello, bison. She is trotting. Very nice. Look at this. Look at the tail. Very nice. That must be fun work for the animators to make such stuff. Oh, there's a moose. Did she run away from me? Don't scare my bison. I should start tracking. A good tracking level is good for every animal. Sitka deer. Of course, also no information on the age or anything. You need to level up your tracking in order to get this information. And if you check the wiki for skills, you will see how everything works, how often you have to look at an animal in order to get the score estimation, the weight estimation. Right now it says the weight at level 3 and score at level 5. How close can we get? We have... Ooh, is she getting me? She's sensing me? Look at this. She's turning the head, which usually means she is sensing me. Let's use the spray here. If the animals turn their head away, you can move forward. But once they get nervous, they will not give you many more chances to see you. She looks again. How far is this? Is this good enough for a recurve shot? She's moving. If you shoot a target with the recurve at 30 meters, you can aim right over the arrow. But the downside is 30 meters is rather a long shot for such a big animal. I don't know if I can hit the lungs from here. This seems like a rather risky thing to do. She keeps moving. Looks at me again. Yeah, I might end up spooking it, but I want to know how close I can go. You need to figure out these things a little. Or is that just an animation turning the head? You need to figure out these things. How close can you go? Can you go to animals before they run away and stuff like that? Now we can hear it walking. This is close. Come on. Oh, charging! Who's gonna win? And if this is a body shot, then I will level up on the tracking, that's for sure. Because I will have to go a long way. And of course the blood also doesn't tell me what I hit. But I think that comes also in rather quickly with at level 3 or so, it'll tell you what you hit. So hopefully we'll see some bleeding tracks. If the bleeding stops soon, then it was a really bad shot. But she was going to charge. And I was like 20 meters away, 25. So that means you cannot quite walk up to them like you can on deer does, female deer. This is huge. You can see the light of the tracer arrow that I used. I must have hit the body, really. I don't think I hit the lungs. Shooting it from the front. There's the light running away. Come on, I only have 10 tracer arrows. I don't want to waste too many on you guys. With the moose you can go really close to them, almost until you run into them. So for recurs, they're rather good prey. But the bison seems to be a bit more aware of you. There's no bright blood, so I certainly didn't hit any vital organs. But of course, the more arrows, the more it'll bleed out. There is a Sitka deer. First sighting. I don't have a long range weapon for these, but I have the shotgun and the recurve. So the moose, the bison is a tough guy as expected, or gal in this case. Wonder if the Sitka is going to call eventually. Because we haven't had a call in a while. This seems to be a call. I didn't hear anything. Just got the note on the hunter mate. Oh, was a track on the ground. I didn't see it, so this seems to be from the guys up there. Here's my bison running. What you can do sometimes, you do a rather bad shot either with a rifle or with a bow like this. You can just move away and come back later and let the animal die, because the more you go after it, the further away it will run. So I mark the track here and I'll care for the Sitka for now. There's a buck and a doe. It's a blacktail subspecies with smaller antlers than the blacktail deer in the game. And I have to admit, I did know Sitka before. So we can learn something here. There's also Sitka deer without the T, not to be confused. I brought the fancy over and under. And if they were close to each other, I might get both. But that's a bit of wild shooting. Look at these mountains. Very tall, very high. Could be good for some long range shooting. But that I'll figure out later. I have no idea how big the herds will get. But what I'm learning right now is there seem to be mixed herds. It's like the black-tailed deer as well. You can find single animals, you can find female groups only exclusively, like 5 of them with the black-tails, or you find many times you find mixtures. The best case is like 2 bucks and 5 does. And here we'll have to learn how this works, how they travel. This guy is going the wrong way. Still towards the first calling location. But I would like to have it over here. And I can hear them come already. That seems like far out. Usually I don't think you can hear them this far. But they changed the sounds. Maybe that was a change that they made. Yeah, no, I think this is believable. This sounds reasonable. I mean, it's in the snow. We have the howling wind, but otherwise it's a rather quiet place. And we will not be able to shoot them both, I don't think. I hear another sound. There's another one coming. There's a doe running. Let me see you. Yeah, I believe it was a doe. So I'm going to conclude from this, there could be herds with a few does and bucks and less bucks than does. Very first Sitka deer, 70.5 kilograms. The max weight of blacktail is 95. This might be a bit smaller. Rather small score, 78. So I don't know if this is worth a trophy shot. I have no idea. I should have checked the leaderboards. Actually, let me do this right now. So I checked and the leaderboard says 84 is the max score. This one was 78. I'm going to say this is a decent buck then. And I'll take a trophy shot. It's our first one anyway, so let's do this. Not a fan of taking pictures of everything, but this one we'll take. So the females are gone, of course. Usually they run right outside of the rendering range, so they're maybe they run 250 meters or so. And we can go back to our bison, which I hope has died in the meantime, with 2 arrows. I don't see the track, but I can pick it up. How fancy is that? If it was still alive when I shot the shotgun, it will have run further, of course, but eventually it'll lay down. Who? What am I picking up there? There seems to be an issue with the track. Oh no, there is the dome. Now the arc, I can see it. Ah, there it is. I have an issue with the tracking. So where's my moose? Bison, actually. It was running straight down there, so I would assume tracks continue here. There it is. The breathing sound for running has changed. Sounds better now. And guess what? We're running back to where we came from. So much for making progress on this map. Blood again, that's good. Where are you, big guy? Oh, there's a Sitka running. So that's good. We have some activity here. Just one bison so far, but we've got 2 sightings of Sitka deer in 2 different places. We got some moose walking around. So this guy is still fleeing. At least not back to the lodge. So this freezing feature, if you wear the wrong clothes, after some time you get some weird effects, like you cannot hold your weapon still, or you can I think there's also issue with your sight, and then eventually you'll collapse and you have to fast travel to a tent or lodge. So I'm wearing 5 out of 6 possible protection pieces, and we'll see if that's enough to sustain the whole hunt. There is a bison. Which is that ours? Oh, there's 2. So these guys are new. And of course I would like to find out there's 3. Very nice. Doing the same as before. Mark the last track and then do some investigating. It looks like the roaming speed is rather high, especially if they throw in some trotting. And if you have no collar, you have to be rather quick. There's 4. And I want to know how well this, not this, but this weapon performs over a long range. Very nice. Look at this. It went down right on the spot. Very nice. Now who do I go after? Because I could also leave this guy, these guys calm down. I'm actually going to switch the plans here quickly. Oh, there's another. Very heavy breathing now. So I'm going to mark this guy 150 meters, and remember that there is another one dying over there, and hopefully we can find more later. And now let's go back to our female here. Poor thing. More shooting, more scaring. She is dying and still running. I saw on the live stream that you can hide in these piles. This is weird. It's like on Bush Rangers Run, there's these plants where you can hide in, although you will not hide against animals. They will see you. Everything in the game, every object that you can walk through, like this snow pile or the reeds along the water in Red Feather and so forth, when you can walk through, animals will see you. They couldn't care less about these objects. They will see you. Ooh, she turned around. Maybe she was up there with the others. Animals do regroup when they scare if they find each other. But this female was actually on her own. Oh, she took a nice turn. She took a left turn going north again. Thank you very much. I hate to walk in another direction for the longest time. Oh, she's giving me a long tracking. Come on, 2 arrows. Admittedly not the best shots, but still. Where'd she go? She came back towards me. And then I ran. So she will have spooked. Okay, no more tracer arrows, no more recurve arrows against the Bison. I think that's, unless you do it really well from close, unless you do a long shot, you just walk here forever. Oh, there it is. Yay. But of course, don't see tracking injured animals as a stupid part of the game, because A, you can level up your tracking, and B, you run into others, because usually you go a little bit more more careful after injured animals. Or at least you should. I've been running a bit, so actually, when I checked the Sitka leaderboards, I also checked for moose. 127 is the highest. This one's a female, so I would think she's not too big. 50 and a weight of... Oh, that was an interesting sound. First Bison. A weight of a bit shy of 400 kilograms. It was a female. And up there, I have no clue what I shot. but it's a 50-50 for, actually it's probably a bit more towards female than male. Usually there's more females around. Doesn't really matter. I mean, shooting them is fun anyway. The female charged me, so it seems like the gameplay is pretty much the same for male and female. Just the score is different, the weight's different. But from a hunting perspective, from the gaming perspective, they're equally fun, at least so far. I'll do a bit of running. So the plan is pick up this one, go find the next one, and look for the rest. The shot was roughly 150 meters, and it went right down. There's also a premium version, but of course that's just the looks, performance and everything will be the same. We got left lung, right lung, and it's also 392, so it was the sister of the other, of course. 51 is the score, and both lungs over 155 meters. Very nice. More moose. I appreciate the moose, but how about the bull? We shot one cow. We shot one cow, we saw another 2 cows, and here is the call of the next cow. So where is the bulls? I marked this place, but I could not see a blood track. So what I'm thinking is, very simply, the red dot is not correct. It didn't mark the right place. It was up there on that ridge anyway. Not sure why they called this place Whiterime Ridge. There's not just one ridge, there's a lot of mountains here. But anyway, it's a secret how they come up with these names. Usually they let the community vote for or suggest names, which is really nice. See where the moose is? Pile of poop, but I'm looking for blood. Here it is. What is this noise? Ooh, oh, only one blood track and then fleeing. Happy tracking, I would say. There's the moose cow. Yes, I'm right here. Nice talking to you. If you believe it or not, I will use the recurve. But this is a moose, so we can go really close. We can stick it right into the chest from very close. Because if I used a gun now, my bisons would run away, which I don't want. If you want to level up any bows, just go after moose. You cannot miss it either. See how close she's coming. Oh, there's another moose cow running in circles. That looks good. Keep doing this until you have calmed down. Look at this. Now she finds a way out. I'm so glad for you. So what have we hit? Hello? Intestines, thank you very much. Shooting from the front. And more tracking. La 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 la. Tracking moose is not really on my agenda. I'm already maxed out for them. I was hoping to drop her on the spot, but my recurve shooting is not the best today. So will you please bleed out quickly? Of course, again, we give the other bison some time to die by the gunshot. But if it was a body shot over maybe 180 meters or so, I actually don't really have hope that it'll die on that or by that. Moose down there. Thanks to the water, it stopped. We can see the light. I shot it a bit too low. You can see the light from here where I hit it. Will you wait there for me, darling? So these tracer arrows are fun, of course. You can see them fly in the air, you can see them stuck in the animal. A bit gross, but still they let you see where you hit it. And I'm not gonna waste another tracer on her. "30 meters would be ideal distance-wise." This is so nice. Look at this. This looks so nice. 30 meters is great distance-wise, but not performance-wise. Don't move on. I wonder if I even hit her. And there is Circle Runner again. Look at this. She does this all the time. She's practicing something. I've seen this before with the moose. That's some sort of buck. I'm losing the patience with you guys. Is she laying down? So here comes the big gun. Boom. All the organs destroyed. Not all the organs, but a lot of vital organs. So, where is recurve moose? So many cows. Where are the bulls? What are we looking at here? Am I looking at the mountains around Val de Bois? They made some tall mountains there. Could this be Val de Bois? I don't know, maybe. Well, let's see. It doesn't work, I guess. I should rather not lose my bison. So, she's still standing. I must have missed the second shot. The easiest shot at 30 meters I missed, but the bow was just dropping when I released the arrow, so I have an excuse for missing. Yeah, there's no arrow. Ah, I want to finish that with the recurve, really. Nice beach. I forgot to bring the trunks and the towel, so we could go swim here. Hello. 30 meters again. But a really bad angle. Oh, this worked. I must have hit a vital organ. That was what I wanted to do before. Finally, so let's look at this here. That's a new surface also. I haven't seen this before. Now the breathing gets weird. It's a very scared breathing Ooh, whoa. I'm scared. I'm glad they left this feature in. You can still run. I mean, they could have said, deep snow, forget it. You cannot run for more than 20 meters. But they left that feature in because simply the size of the map. I would assume that was the argument. That's a male voice, actually. I should change my avatar to female and see if that changes too. But that's an experiment for another time right now. We're looking for animals. We had some moose already. We had some Sitka deer. 2 bison down, and the third is hopefully bleeding out somewhere. I think we shot the moose cow here. I seem to remember. Yes, that was here. And we saw a track ahead of us. Okay, so this is hopefully our bison. Oh, it's getting very loud again. Very loud sound. And can you believe it? There's another moose cow. This must be Moscow. There's so many moose cow. We'll run into bull eventually. I have some frame rate issues now. My game is stuttering. Not sure what it is. They did say in the forum there's still some FPS drops. Bison. No moose. More moose. Is that cow number 7 with the call and everything? It's the 7th moose cow. And there is number 8. What the heck is this? What was that sound? I wanted to shoot and I got this weird sound. But this is a long shot. A lot of blood here. Certainly a long shot. But man, it's just loud here. Ooh, I wonder if I have issues with the cold, because I'm only wearing 5 out of 6 pieces. Could this be the case? Oh, thank you for giving me the bison right here in front of me. Excellent. I'm freezing. Can you hear this sound? So 5 out of 6 pieces will not do the trick. That's why, oh, that's why the bow shot failed. I clicked and it did some shaking and some weird sound. That's because of the freezing. So that's one of the effects. Now I'm almost glad I tried this, so I know. 5 pieces will not do. You need all 6 pieces. Let's see, at the time I started at 8 a.m. doing some talking and stuff. So when you hunt 1 real hour, which is 2 hours in the game, the freezing effect starts setting in when you wear just 5 out of 6 protection pieces. So I will soon have to go back to the lodge, which tells me do I shake? No, not yet. Oh! I clicked the mouse and it didn't shoot right away. The gun dropped and the shot went off and I greatly missed. Okay. That's what happens when you freeze. So what I'm going to do is... Oh dear. Maybe I'll die now. This is my last video, guys. It was nice. We had a great time. I came to this place, stupid as I am, didn't wear the right clothes, and now I have to die a horrible death. So let's go pick up yet another moose cow. So now we know the effect of freezing. Weird sounds. I'm getting scared myself here. The shooting is starting to... You're starting to fail the shots. I can still run. They could have put that in as well, that you cannot run anymore. So I'm not going to do another shot here because I will simply miss. Pick this up. Thank you very much. And we will have some leather from dog, because I will leave the bison behind and go in the north. What does the blue one look like? See how they go together? Ah, not really. So this means all the trophy shots from this reserve will look the very same. Actually, there's either this or the blue. Okay, well, anyway, that's the first experience in the south. And here I will not use the recurve really. And that's too much weight, so let's see. 2.5 will not fit. We have to leave some stuff behind. Of course, all these can go. Got some tracers left. And then the normal arrows. Okay, let's do this. Will I need the big gun here? Not likely. For the foxes, I wish I could bring the tree stand. Well, it's just too much. So if there were any bison, I don't have, well, I have the crossbow, and I have the crossbow also for the moose, just in case. So let's study the map here. We can go, let's go to the, towards, thanks for the music, let's go towards the point of interest. See what that is like. My second gun is this. A lot to think about. Am I ready for this? I have the fox collar. I have the 223. I have the gun, the shotgun for the hair. Okay, so let's go check out this place. So after 1 hour not wearing the proper clothes, you get a frostbite, I guess. Quite honestly, I think that's a bit unfortunate. I would like to have the option of at least have one piece being a different one. Not quite a t-shirt, but at least something else. But nope, you need all 6. Oh well, you learn something every day. So what should we do here? I mean, it's a huge reserve. I'm gonna do some running. So snowshoe hare appears to behave like cottontail rabbit, which means they will flee and they will hide. And quite honestly, the cottontail is easy to hunt. You just run after fleeing tracks, and then you see the poor thing hiding somewhere, and boom, it has no chance. We'll see if the snowshoe behaves the same. On the other hand, we have the Arctic fox up here, which appears to behave like the red fox. So I'm going to apply my golden rule of the 30 plus meters distance when I call to make sure it's not going to spook, but it's a smaller animal. It might be a little bit more aware of you. Maybe the 30 meters won't work. We'll find out, hopefully. In the interest of time, really, I mean, I do enjoy this here very much, but I'll run anyway because I've come for the hunting, not for the hiking here. So now, of course, we could do the experiment and only wear 4 pieces, only wear 3 pieces, and then see what the time is when the freezing effect sets in. But with 5 pieces, whoa, hold on a minute, it sets in after 1 hour or 2 hours of game time. Did I just miss a call? Or do I not see the track? Hello? There it is. So yeah, it is hard to see, and it is a snowshoe here. I don't think I have the right ammo. It might still be on buckshot. Actually, I don't have a weapon at all. So let's go for birdshot. Fleeing. When they hear it the first time, you come into... Oh, there it is. Hello. Wait a minute. Ah, there's no need to do a risky shot. We'll have it right away again. So when you run into rabbits, they will flee, they will hide, they will walk again, so... and then flee again. Whatever the track says, just keep running until you see it. So this is definitely confirmed. Snowshoe behaves like Cottontail. Snowshoe dies like Cottontail. 117, 1.2 kilograms. It's a female. The big snowshoes, the big feet. Very nice. But not worth a trophy shot. Checking the leaderboards. Max weight appears to be 2 kilograms. So that's our first hare. Even though it's a hare and not a rabbit, it still behaves the same as the cottontail. And here's a fox. So I watched the live stream and I did follow when they walked here. So I want to go check this place out again as well. But I'm not going to spend too much time here. Just want to check it out. Of course, everything in the game, every man-made structures, ships, everything needs to be abandoned so that there's an excuse for not being any civilization around, any people around, any cars driving by. Here is another snowshoe and another one. Oh, that's another fox, of course. Snowshoe in the area. We should, what am I doing? We should get it rather quickly. Where is the next track? Ah, what the heck. I'll check out this place. That's what I've come for, and then I will track it down. So they built a whole bunch of new buildings. This one is in a different time zone because there is night in there. They also placed some ships here. That is the ship that you can also find at Red Feather Falls in the west near the Bermuda Island. This is a bit different. So they invested some time in making these buildings here. That looks more like a multiplayer map for Call of Duty, where you can hide everywhere. You can run on top of the roof. You can fall down and you can die. I don't know. Let's not find out. Very nice. Oh, by the way, we have these. Yeah, you can probably run out there as well. Very nice. So we've seen this as well. Oh, is this the same tank as they have in Hirschfelden? next to their farms or at their farms. Could be. Looks familiar. So the snowshoe hare was very near and it must have spooked. Well, it will have spooked, that is for sure. Just where did it go? It went right away, of course. So this should be fleeing. So this is definitely a good place for a hare and for foxes. A lot of tracks. This is another new fox. The third or fourth track from a different fox. Is the weapon ready? Yes, it is. Let's make sure we have 2 shots. And like with the cottontail, if you stop finding tracks, the animal is hiding somewhere, but there is a track. From a fox. Oh, in the same place. Okay. Where are you? Oh, I just scared it again. It was hiding there. So you may live another minute. This could be some tricky hiding here. Where is it? I can see. There it is. That's a very loud shotgun. I forgot about that sound. Male 1.3 kilograms. Alright, let's see the map. Where do I go? Actually, I think I want to go up there. I've seen plenty of beaches now, sandy beaches with palm trees. No, but I think we've seen enough of the shores. Let's go inland towards the mountains. And I want to go check out if there's any animals up there in between those mountains. Can I even go up there? Well, the map says yes, so... The next time I come here, I will bring a tent and place that wherever far I go. Place that there so I have some options. But right now the map is all new. We've seen you can start from the lodges and you will run into animals rather soon, so there's plenty of hunting you can do just from the lodges. And here you can go either north or south, or you could go right east there as well, so I should have brought my skis so I could ski down the other side of the hill. Still rather far away, so we wouldn't be able to see animals up there, but I really hope there are any. But what's with the moose? 8 cows and no bull. I don't care for bullshit usually, but in this case I would like to see some. Yo, more rabbits, more hares. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I just missed it. And I was really slow pulling out that gun. There is another fox. Fleeing. Fleeing up the hill. Excellent. I'll come see you later. So where is my running hare? If I don't find this hare, I'll pull on my hare. So let's see. More foxes fleeing, but that was certainly not the one we heard. They won't wait for you. Also fleeing up there. Excellent. You know what? The hare may live. I'll go up here now. I have shot a Sitka, a bison, a moose, a hare, or multiples of these. And now I want to see the fox. There's also rares for these. Rare fur variations. I've put them in the wiki if you want to check this out. Just look for animal fur variations. Well, it's on the animals page, so you can see what's out there. There's an albino snowshoe hare. I wonder if you can figure this out when you shoot it. That it is an albino. You probably miss many times that fact. Oh, this sounds like ice. Will the animals go up here? It doesn't look like there's any tracks now. So there's an albino hare. There's a blue variant of the Arctic fox, which is some grayish, I would guess. Oh wow, this is another strong wind sound. And then for the Sitka deer, there's leucistic, melanistic, and albino as well. And the same for bison. So apparently there's no piebald Sitka as there is for blacktail, but there's a leucistic which doesn't exist for blacktail. So a little bit of variation. I would assume they have done their homework and actually put variations in the game that really exist. That's a strong snowshoe hare. That's big climbing for this little guy. Look at this. And this would be frosty, icy surface, so what the heck. Interesting, I don't think they put climbing on this map, even though they could have. But then, oh, you know what? Maybe they have some plans for the future. Put some doll sheep or something up there and add some climbing. How about this? So EW, if you're watching, I want climbing and doll sheep and skis. That's not much asked for, right? You can do this on a Monday afternoon. No, there's a lot of development going into these things. We just went through the longest season in the history of the Hunter. Some 320 days. So they put a lot of development into this map and into 4 new species. The first time we have so many new species at the same time. So the EW engine is steaming. So this looks like a pass here. You can come up here, go to the other side. What's in there? There's another passage through these mountains, going onto this plateau. But I will follow the hare. Maybe I'll find it, but really I want to hear some foxes calling. Everything's white. You see something and you believe it might be an animal or something, so you have to really look at everything here. Yeah, the tracks are really hard to see now. Well, yeah, it's okay. So to me this blue works. I will stick to this. It works on all maps. I don't have to switch from map to map. If there was a feature in there that you could have different tracks and the game would remember those different tracking colors and everything, then I might experiment around, but for right now I'll stick to this. Did I just walk over a track? So it is a challenge. Oh, look at this. Hey, little bunny. 60 meters. Let's see. That's the scope only goes to 40 meters. So this would be a lucky shot. Let's go closer. Very tiny thing. Not easy to hit. Is it hiding? No, it's idling. Similar animations to the cottontail. It's really nice to see they have such a large palette now of animals that they can make copies of and change them accordingly. So the snowshoe hare is a copy of the cottontail. I would think not of the European rabbit. And of course it was just dodging when I shot. I'm used to misses, so. Hello, are you coming up here? There's the tracer. It just dodged. Very nice. It's a ninja rabbit. Plus I'm a bad shooter. And all this combined equals a miss, but this time 20 meters. I fear for you, buddy. Oh, he was still running. Alrighty, still no fox. That's my last goal here for this session. Ooh, look at this. How would that rabbit or hare still run? 1.2 kilograms. I haven't found any new tracks, so the hare was fleeing up here or just walking up here. The animals are not spawning everywhere, so maybe this is a dead spot. Because I'm thinking this could be a good place for placing a tent. Just looking at the map, this could be a good tent place, but this place is so huge. Actually, the tent looks rather close to the lodge there. Wow. And they didn't increase the number of tents you can place. It's still limited to 5. Oh well, we'll place them somewhere. We'll have to figure out first where everything is. So the last goal for this session would be a fox, and there is a rabbit track. Foxes can call even if you run. If they are rather far out, most animals will not hear you run. If they're right at the edge of the hunter-made map. So I would assume as soon as a fox comes into rendering range, it would call, because that's how the game engine works. It creates calls every so often, and we did not have a call in the longest time. I think the last call was one of these moose cows. So as soon as an animal comes into rendering range and it does have a call, it should actually call, but we shall see. More rabbits. Imagine the rabbit hides in here. You won't see it. Where are we running? Yes, that's okay. Unless there's no foxes, then it will not be okay. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I got to get the spotting info. And the light goes out. With the light of the hare, the light of the tracks goes out. Now I fear I've run into a place with no foxes. Oh, I hear fleeing. It's the same fleeing sound than on the other maps. Even though this is a completely different surface, different vegetation, apparently the fleeing here is the same. And it's not the sound of fleeing hares. That must be foxes. At least such is my hope. sound is again getting really loud here. Oh, it's a Sitka fleeing. Ah, come on, no fox. It's a Sitka herd. There's a lot of rabbits here. Yeah, there's Sitka here. Ooh, fox! Excellent! Yes! They're all lightweight hares. What the heck? So, let's go after fox. Arctic fox. Going this way. Although this could be an old track, of course. I haven't heard a call from anything but moose. We should be getting called from foxes and Sitka at least, right? And I'm not sure about bison. Where did it go? This sounds weird. This sounds like walking on rocks, even though it is snow piles. Hello, fox. I just found you, and now I lost you already. With the lower tracking levels, you can see the domes from not too far. You have to be close, which makes it harder. And it was straight ahead but far away. Ooh, I got a solid circle. Nice. It might might have been gone, fleeing by my running, but nevertheless. Yeah, it's very close. Definitely spooked. But if we come to an open area, I think there's a waterfall, a frozen waterfall or something. It might run into a dead end and come back. So let's sneak from here. There's the frozen waterfall. Can we get some ice climbing as well? Okay, it was fleeing north. I will get ready with the gun. Do I hear a snowshoe? Ah, there it is. There it is. Hello. It doesn't say hello, it runs away. So tracking is definitely a big challenge here. Oh wow, look at this. How am I supposed to find the next track here? There it is. So the cone is showing that the fox went to the left, but the first fleeing track is always a challenge. It's very often lying to you, really. Oh, where did you go? Well, thanks for taking me here, so I can check out this place. Oh, you didn't fall into here, right? Look at these holes. Now someone's gonna scream, I want trapping in the game. So either it ran up this hill or turned around there. In any case, we'll give it some time to cool down. And then hopefully it'll call at some point. I would like to finally hear a call here. We've already had a moose concert this morning with all the moose calls, but nothing else called, so where'd you go? Yeah, that fox got confused here. Or is this the first roaming track? Oh, don't tell me you went up there. Because I can't. I cannot go up here. I want to make myself believe you went here. Come on. Come on, you turned around. You're here. Don't let me down. If you let me down, I will not shoot you. And it's your own fault. Very quiet now. There's a big difference in the volume of the sounds. So this guy went up there? Really? And still no call. And now it's leaving my rendering range probably. So last attempt down here. Have you turned around? It's for your own good. No, not really. It's smarter than me, so we have to go climbing. I don't think I can go up here. Probably have to walk around. Well, so far it works. Hehe. So you better give me the next track now. Or it's not funny anymore. And it's snowing, by the way, so that only makes sense. They copied the Hemmeldal snow. I just don't know if this is a dead end. If it is, then walking would be not a good idea. It doesn't call. If you follow a fox and it calms down, at some point it'll call. Either that or another animal, but here no calls at all. Hmm. If I go too close, it'll spook again. And there it goes. Either that or another. It must be this one. So we got him. Or her. We don't know. All right. It's 11:46, so roughly 2 hours of playing here in Whiterime Ridge. We see something new all the time. Look at this frozen river here. Very nice. We have shot moose, Sitka deer, bison, bunch of hares, and now finally the Arctic fox. I want skates. Another new feature request. And now finally we've shot the Arctic fox. Not easy to hunt. It doesn't call yet, at least. Maybe it's a buck. Let's do some tracking, of course. So we found them all. We've seen both lodges. And just once more, I want climbing, doll sheep, skiing, and skates. Thank you very much for watching. Here is our last animal. It's the Arctic fox, 4.4 kilograms. It's like the size of 2 rabbits or 3. That's what it looks like. And that is going to conclude this very first hunt in Whiterime Ridge. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.